other land on Earth even consider putting a man or woman on the moon. You talk about Japanese technocracy and you get radios. You talk about German technocracy and you get automobiles. You talk about American technocracy and you will find men on the moon, not once, but several times, and safely home again. You talk about scandals, and the Americans put theirs right in the store window for everybody to look at. Even the draft dodgers are not pursued and hounded. They are here on our streets, most of them, unless they are breaking Canadian laws, are getting American dollars from Ma and Pa at home to spend here. When the Americans get out of this bind, as they will, who could blame them if they said, "The hell with the rest of the world. Let someone else buy the Israel bonds. Let someone else build or repair foreign dams or design foreign buildings that won't shake apart in earthquakes." When the railways of France, Germany, and India were breaking down through age, it was the Americans who rebuilt them. When the Pennsylvania Railroad and the New York Central went broke, nobody loaned them an old caboose. Both are still broke. I can name you 5,000 times when the Americans raced to the help of other people in trouble. Can you name me even one time when someone else raced to the Americans in trouble? I don't think there was outside help even during the San Francisco earthquake. Our neighbors have faced it alone, and I'm one Canadian who's damned tired of hearing them kicked around. They will come out of this thing with their flag high, and when they do, they are entitled to thumb their nose at the lands that are gloating over their present troubles. I hope Canada is not one of these, but there are many smug, self-righteous Canadians. And finally, the American Red Cross was told at its 48th annual meeting in New Orleans that it was broke. This year's disasters have taken it all, and nobody, but nobody, has helped.
My name is Scott Ford.
And I'm Melinda Ford.
And I'm Sarah Ford.
And this is the Scott Ford Show. Hello, everybody. Thank you again for joining the show. If you are a repeat offender, I want to congratulate you and thank you for returning. And if this is your first time listening, I also want to congratulate you for listening in and tuning into a fine show. I see Sarah's eyes looking over at Jamie at the Sandman as he's taking pictures of us. In case you guys haven't noticed, that laughter, that's not Josh. Josh is on vacation right now, and I'm giving a thumbs up to Jamie, to the Sandman. And so I've got my sister and my wife filling in for Josh. So I've got the work of two women to fill in for Josh. So Josh is my heterosexual life mate. I do miss him, but I got really good co-hosts filling in for tonight. So
he should be nervous.
He should be nervous. He might lose
two
his
women,
job.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. So I want to thank you both for being here. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
One of the things I guess, like, let's go into the shouts. Let's cover that first. Like, I wanted to give a shout-out to Jackie Childs, to Christy Kalagna. Christy Kalagna, her name is actually going to come up in a little bit after we get done with the shout and the rants. And there's a story behind it. Melinda knows a little bit about this. And by the way, just so there's no confusion, Melinda's my wife, Sarah is my sister. So, Melinda, just say your name again or say hi. This is Melinda. And then Sarah?
And I'm Sarah.
Okay, just so you can kind of get the voices down. They sound nothing like Josh, obviously. And I also want to, and I blame myself for this because I'll take full responsibility. One person I don't give a shout-out enough to, there's actually two people. The Sandman, he lets us in every single week. He's the station manager, good guy, he's a funny guy, and I definitely want to give him a shout-out and some props. He's here right now taking pictures of us, and I really appreciate him being here. And then the other one, she was on the first show with me. I don't even know when it started, a couple months ago in June, I believe. Jessica Barros. She is, I call her, and I could be wrong in this, but from what I know of this station, she's the lifeblood of this radio station. So I definitely want to give her a shout out. So I hope she's listening. I know she listens quite a bit. So I hope she gets to hear her name over the airwaves. Definitely an inspiration, and she's one of the reasons that I've got a show on this station. So This is 94.3 FM WXMR. So, Sarah, who do you want to give a shout out to?
I would like to give a shout out to Eddie, my husband-to-be, in just over 2 months. So, hello, Eddie. I hope you're listening, and I love you. And also to Graham, Charlie, and Sonny.
Awesome. Melinda, who do you got?
Obviously, my daughter, Madeline. She starts preschool tomorrow. My mom, who's actually in Greece right now, for celebrating her 50th birthday.
All right.
My dad, and then pretty much all my family and friends that are listening tonight.
You know what, too, Sarah? We're going to get spanked, almost literally, if we don't give a shout-out to Mom.
Oh, of course, of course.
You're going to hear
Mom,
about it.
I love you very much, Mom and Dad, and thanks for listening to us tonight.
Now,
and,
wait, which dad?
Well, my dad, not yours.
Okay.
No,
I think
just
we
kidding.
Have, I think
Just
we have
kidding.
the same father.
We have the same father, definitely.
Although I think I look a little bit more like the mailman.
Maybe
just
maybe
a
a
little
little
bit.
bit. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we definitely wanted to thank our parents and for listening. And I know Mom and Dad both have been like addicted to listening to us. So
They never miss.
never
Yeah.
miss. My mom gets very excited about us, but all of us tonight being on the radio. But me, ever since I was like, she almost thinks like I'm a rock
Yeah, I was
star.
going to say, like, you're the celebrity in the family now.
Right.
Thank you a lot, Scott.
It's like,
'cause,
Mom, it's community radio, but
well,
thank you.
no, like, we can never live up to you now. So
No.
thanks a lot.
Well, I think that was before the show. too.
Well, yeah.
You guys,
Very
I'm
true.
the oldest, and you guys have been trying ever since. Failing, I should say. Failing, but trying.
yes.
And just keep pushing. Keep going. Come on, you can do it, Sarah. One day you'll do it. I think Melinda may have passed you. No. No one's ever going to pass Amy, right?
favorite.
Oh, gosh,
Amy's
yeah,
gotta be
yeah,
the
yeah.
best. Amy's
Amy,
got to be
Amy, yeah.
like above me, for sure, I would
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah.
the organizer. She gets everything
Yes,
together.
and I give her a lot of credit for
Yeah.
that. Anytime we have a family function or whatever, Amy's the one to make all the calls. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like the Aunt Helen of
She is.
our part of the family, I
Yeah.
guess,
Yeah.
the immediate family. So,
Definitely.
and also let's give a shout out to our 93-year-old grandmother.
Yes.
absolutely.
She listens quite a bit, and I think all the time, if I'm not mistaken. And Aunt Helen listens with her, so love
Great.
you both, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
All right, so who wants to start? As listeners of the show know, this is a success show, but we talk about a lot of things, of course, not just success. One of the things we start the show off with is a rant. And it's more of like a comedic type rant. So it's the mindset behind it is, first of all, let's have fun, obviously. But it's also like, look, sometimes in life, even if you do have a success type mindset, things do bother you. Things do upset you. So instead of really getting mad about it, let's have fun with it. So let's look at like everyday type things that might upset us, that might get in our way. And let's find what's funny about it. Maybe the next time it comes up or it happens, it's not so upsetting. Who wants to go first? Do you guys want to fight it out or something?
Yeah, that's
like
what-
a
Arm wrestle. We're gonna arm
naked
wrestle.
pillow fight.
Well,
I mean, anything?
that's kind of
Well,
weird
that's
because
your sister.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I can start.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, Sarah, you wear armor, and we'll do it like that. The
Okay.
pillow fight.
Okay.
Melinda, you're going first.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
first. I did have one written down, but I'm actually going to change it because having a 3-year-old, we have to go to public restrooms a lot, and I hate it. I hate the germs, but I just feel that almost every place should have those toilet seat covers, and they don't. A lot
Right.
of them do, but a lot of them also don't. And it's so gross, and it takes forever just to cut all the. They have like the thinnest toilet paper you could possibly use, so putting it all around the toilet seats is
Yeah.
just it sucks. So, I wish they could get those in every single bathroom. I wish it was a law. And then I also feel that like a lot of family restaurants and supermarkets, I think Target has it and I think Walmart has it, but they should have stools for little kids because the sinks, they can't really
Yeah.
reach up there and wash their hands, and it makes it really hard.
Well, there
So-
is stool in the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the type I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I just wish that those things were available, more convenient for moms and their kids.
Yeah, let's start with the one-ply toilet paper in a lot of
I
these
know,
public
it's
bathrooms.
very thin.
You
honestly.
literally pull barely. You
Right.
barely
Yeah.
pull, and you get one square.
Right.
And it's like this square is
What are
going
you
to do
gonna do
nothing.
with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do anything with one square, and then you try to pull again and another. Not that I ever use the bathroom in that way in public, please. I have a reputation to. But Yeah, the one ply is the worst. Of course, it's
Yes.
the cheapest.
Yeah.
But it's you can't. It seems like whenever you do need that toilet paper in a public bathroom, they just stock that baby in there because it's so
Yeah.
tight. You
Oh,
almost want
yeah.
like some WD-40 to loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should put. You know what I like is airport bathrooms
Yeah.
because they have that plastic.
Yeah,
I don't know
the
if it's in
automatic
every
ones.
airport.
Not all of them,
Yeah.
though. In Atlanta,
O'Hare.
O'Hare does. Atlanta
Right.
does not.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I was. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought they all did actually, but when I traveled recently, Atlanta does not, and I was bummed by that for sure.
That's you know what's
So.
funny though. I hate talking about bowel movements, but
No, you don't.
At the airport,
No, you don't, Scott.
well, when it pertains to me. But even I still put toilet paper over the plastic.
Do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
you better
Oh,
believe. I don't
yeah.
touch anything in
Yeah.
a bathroom. Like I do not touch anything. I
See,
use my foot. I mean, I don't
squat.
touch anything.
I'm able. I guess I'm maybe the perfect height where I can squat, where
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't hurt my legs to squat, but I can just squat above the toilet seat and not sit on the seat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please
So
say
that's
you
what
do
I've-
that too, honey.
Well, yeah, I do,
right,
but
please,
for
thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
can't.
the 3-year-old's hard.
Obviously,
I could never
yeah.
date or be married to somebody
And
that
every
did not
time-
squat in a public
yeah.
bathroom. That'd be just nasty.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. So,
Okay.
Sarah, what do you got? What do you want to rant about?
Okay, my rant. I was at the mall over the weekend. Actually, today again, I went to the mall, but that's a different story. But so anyway, I hate when that you're walking in a mall or at Walmart or anywhere semi-crowded, and people aren't watching where they're going.
Yeah.
And they're like looking down or talking to the person next to them or whatever. And you almost crash, like, because you're trying to avoid them and you're shifting to the left and then you're shifting to the right and you're trying to move them. And then, right before you're about to hit them, they look up. And then they're like, oh, and then they try to stumble out of your way. And it just drives me crazy
Yeah.
because I'm like, watch where you're going. I shouldn't have to walk all the way around you. I mean, not that it's far, but to avoid hitting you because you're not watching where you're going.
I know. I feel like there
I
should
can't.
be a traffic pattern
Something.
for those
Yeah.
types of stores.
Something.
Stoplights.
I
Yeah,
can't
well,
stand
yeah,
that.
or if you're
mean,
going this way, stay on the left, stay on the right. You know,
Right,
just like
like-
driving.
Yeah, or at least look up and then talk to your friend or whatever, and then look up again, like every 5 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Make sure you look up. Make sure you're not going to hit something. And kids, I understand, are, it's harder. Kids, I understand. They're running around the malls and stuff, and, that I don't mind so much. It's adults. When adults aren't watching where they're going.
Right.
Drives me crazy.
That's the same type of people that are they're just more into like their phone
Right.
or they're not really
Yeah.
paying attention to
Yeah.
things in general.
Definitely.
Like that's probably the people who will slam into you, rear end you like in traffic or something. They're
Yeah.
more likely to get in
True.
a car accident. So
Very true.
there's some like a lot of things we can't talk about specific places of business, so we just have to be
Right.
very general, But
Yeah.
there's one place in Crystal Lake, for example. It's the lanes are so tight, like you almost one cart doesn't fit through.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let alone two carts coming. So it's
Yeah.
almost like if someone starts to come in, you either have to be kind and back out to
Yeah.
let them come
Or
down,
be a jerk and just
or
go.
be a jerk and just run them over.
Yeah.
you
Do
know?
People actually just go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At
really?
this place? Yeah.
Yeah, old
Yeah.
people with a cart. They don't. Old women with a cart. I should say. Like they don't care. Old women with a cart. They're
Yeah.
pretty brutal.
Yeah. I get so claustrophobic in that place, and I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I avoid it at all costs.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's intimidating. Because especially too like sometimes I get it's almost like you just see like a swarm of fish coming at you or something if you put your head in an ocean. That's what it feels like. You just too many people. It's too
Yeah.
tight. It gets a
Yeah.
little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
My rant is about this is a generalized one, so I think everybody could relate to this. But I've seen like lately, I'm really, really, truly not. My wife may disagree, but I'm not a very aggressive driver. Okay, but I do like
Do you disagree, Melinda?
go the speed limit.
times.
Oh
There's
please,
times.
you definitely are worse than I am.
Yeah. Well, I'll admit it.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least
I got
as long as you
I know
admit it.
that.
So it's the people driving slow in the left lane on the expressway. I do a lot of
Yeah,
expressway
no, yeah.
driving.
Yes.
This past week, I can't tell you how many people they're going.
Are they from
under.
out of state, though? That's my
No,
question.
I look at the
Okay.
many.
Okay.
Some.
Yeah.
Once in a while are, but many, and I'd say most of them are from Illinois. But it happens. I mean, I do sometimes a lot of out of state driving too. It's a pretty standard practice, so it kind
Yeah.
of doesn't matter if they're from out of state. Like the far left lane is for. It's not even necessarily, although it is kind of reserved for that for people who are going faster.
Right.
My rant is I'm not even asking you to go fast. Go